What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Gratified Matter back at you with another video, and today we got breaking Barbie news. Haha. I knew you were looking for some Barbie news, and look no further, because I got that shit. You probably didn't think that when you woke up this morning you'd have a 33-year-old man delivering you news about Barbie dolls, but here we are. Basically what's going on is Variety has reported, I think they were the first people to report the story, that Amy Schumer is no longer tied to the Barbie film. Ooh, shit. And you might be thinking to yourself, what's going on? Is she sick? Somebody pass away? Maybe she's up for a bigger role? Although I don't know what that might be. No. Apparently, Amy is citing scheduling conflicts for her no longer being able to participate in the film as Barbie. Now, I've heard this before. You know, you hear this sometimes that people can't really be associated with a film anymore because they've got another film that maybe they wrote or directed or something they're really passionate about, and they just go, you know, I think I got to go over here. I can't really fuck with y'all right now. You know, and sometimes that makes sense. But here's the thing. She cites two different reasons for this scheduling conflict. One is a movie that she's supposed to start filming that stars Steve Carell. That's probably a good opportunity. Maybe the script is amazing. Maybe it's going to go to Sundance. Maybe she'll win an award. Who knows? I mean, it could be potentially anything, right? It could be a great opportunity for her career. I can't say one way or the other. I don't know anything about the movie. I've never read the script. Who knows? That's not that weird, though. Okay? Where it gets really weird is one of the main reasons she's citing being, distancing herself from the Barbie role and backing out is that she needs to do press and media junkets and interviews and stuff for her movie Snatched. If you're looking at your screen thinking, what the fuck is Snatched? That's because you probably haven't heard of it. It is kind of it's a kidnapping comedy, mother-daughter kind of thing. Real, like, hip, right? Where they go to Mexico and they're trying to meet dudes and stuff and get drunk, and they end up getting kidnapped. Is what I understand from the terrible trailer that I just watched. That movie's going to come out. It might do mediocre numbers. It might keep its head barely above water, break even budget-wise, but it's not going to be a big movie, right? I don't think anybody, even the fucking producers, the writers, I don't even think Amy thinks this is going to be a big movie. So, basically what she's telling people is that I am going to forego the biggest possible role of my career, which is Barbie, and all the millions of dollars that they're just gonna fucking throw at my Barbie Corvette and stuff into my Barbie Learjet so I could go do press with Goldie fucking Hawn for a movie nobody's ever gonna watch. What the fuck? I mean, I'm not an entertainment expert, right? I don't work for Entertainment Tonight or Variety or fucking whatever else, but I'm not an idiot either. I can't imagine a world that we could live in where you would make an executive decision to bail on Barbie to go hang out with Goldie Hawn for the summer and do press junkets for a movie nobody gives a shit about. There's no way. Maybe the Steve Carell thing I could give you, but even that, I don't know, man. Barbie, dude, like, if I was going to work with Steve Carell and I was like stoked, but they were like, hey, do you want to be G.I. Joe? I'd go, Steve who? So now we have to get to the question, why? Why, if that's not the reason, look, Gratified, if that's not the reason, bruh, then why? Why? Why would she leave? I'll tell you why. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. And this could be way off. I don't know. But March 7th, Amy launched or released her Netflix exclusive stand-up comedy special called The Leather Special. Now, it was highly anticipated because she hasn't had a special in a minute. Anytime anything goes Netflix exclusive to do with stand-up comedians, it's always a very big deal. And so people were kind of looking forward to seeing where she was at. Now, it did big numbers in terms of views because of the name attached to it, but it tanked. On March 15th, she released a statement, I guess. I don't know what you call something that you type on Instagram that probably didn't go through PR, but some kind of a random statement / rant regarding her most recent special. And essentially, I'll link to it in the description below, and you guys can take a look at it for yourselves if you haven't yet read it. But she basically blames internet trolls, the alt-right, whatever that means, and bad journalistic integrity for the negative response to her special. She takes no ownership of the content or the fact that maybe it just wasn't as good as she had hoped and that the reception is warranted. Look, I understand putting something out into the world and wanting it to be successful. I'm being very passionate about it. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think that if you put something out into the world and you don't care about it at all, that's a little bizarre. I think having some kind of an attachment, emotionally or otherwise, to something that you spent a lot of time and energy and effort on and having it ill received is not great. It probably sucks. I've never been in a position where that many people would be exposed to something that I've done. And don't get me wrong, she's entitled to feel hurt about the fact that it didn't perform very well in terms of people's opinion of it. However, I also have a problem with people not taking any responsibility or ownership of anything that they do. And this is clearly an example of that. She took an opportunity to make an official statement regarding the reception of her new special and blamed literally everybody except for herself. I can't really get behind that. You know, at a certain point, yeah, you might want to say, you know what, I still stand behind the project. I really like it. I think we did a great job. You're entitled to feel that way and put that out there. But to blame everybody else, and to go so far as to blame internet trolls and the alt-right, like there's just like a frat house full of fucking alt-right people with a lot of computers, it's just like, I'm not going to drag this out anymore. She's no longer associated with the Barbie project. The reason I tackled this story today is because I think it is a little bit of good news. I'm not stoked that there's a Barbie movie coming out, period. I'm 33. I have a 3.5-year-old daughter and another daughter on the way in a couple of weeks. I don't like Barbie. I don't like the doll. I don't like her image. I don't like her attitude. They've made some strides over the course of the last few decades. I mean, when I was a kid, Barbie didn't have any black friends or any poor friends. She didn't give a shit about, anything but material possessions and her big bulged boyfriend Ken with a really awesome tan. And, there have been improvements, but Barbie's still not great. She's not an ideal role model for children. I don't really fuck with Mattel and Barbie. If there has to be a Barbie movie, aside from Lena Dunham, I can't imagine a worse person to cast for Barbie. And it has nothing to do with the physical appearance of either of these people. In fact, I like the way, not Lena, what's the other one? I like the way Schumer looks. I have no issues with Schumer. If this was Smash or Pass with Amy Schumer, I'd smash. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with her physical appearance. In fact, my understanding of the plot and storyline behind the movie is that Barbie gets kicked out of Barbie Land for not being perfect enough. And I think if you have to make a shitty movie about a terrible role model like Barbie, that's probably a good premise to roll with. And so I'm not opposed to a Schumer-esque person physically playing Barbie. So long story short, Barbie's still a thing. Schumer's out. Somebody else is in. I don't know who it's going to be. At this point, I don't know that I really give a shit. To be honest, I hope they scrap this whole movie idea. Maybe it'll fall apart. Who knows? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, as usual, upvote that noise. Make sure you drop a follow. Hit the little bell button. Be sure to follow on Twitter at @GratifyMatter. And we'll see you when you see you. Probably early next week. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. Be safe, be easy. And doses.
You look at me, Dunham. Don't you dare try and step into this role. My hair is already fucked up and I'll fuck it up more. Back up, bitch.